All right, we are back with another episode of Two for the Culture.
Yes.
I'm Justin Devante.
Stephen Ray.
Man, how's things going?
Things are going good, man. This week kind of flew by.
It's flying by.
I feel like this is the longest, the in-between time of doing the podcast. Does it feel like that to you? It feels like it was a while ago.
It's every Monday. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I can see where you come from because it does feel like a little bit ago.
Yeah.
But I think now that we got somewhat of a rhythm going and that we're doing things on like a set day, that it's not like, hey, we're doing things progressively over the week. You know what I mean? Yeah,
right. And just kind of like mashing it all in.
Exactly.
How was your week?
It was cool. This weekend, of course, I work like always, but on top of that, we went bowling.
Oh yeah.
So that was cool. I'm actually getting better. Yeah. Like,
when the last time you went bowling?
Couldn't even tell you. It's probably back in Murfreesboro days for real. Maybe like one time outside of that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was probably maybe within 5 years.
No, the last time I went bowling, I surprised myself too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm actually like the first time, like for some reason, I weirdly just used 2 holes. Like, and I was like, this is not really working for me. Let me actually put my thumb in. Yeah, and it was actually so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
insert sexual joke.
yeah. This is not working. Let me put my
thumb in it.
Pause, I guess. But yeah. So, but I haven't yet crafted, and maybe I don't need to do that one leg. You know how the bowlers,
on the
have
side,
that one leg to the side. Yeah, that'd be looking cool, and I ain't there yet.
I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. All of my friends growing up, most of them, they were like bowlers on bowling teams. So like they always did it in a way where I'm like, how did you do that? Like, I never could crack that. They like throw that shit in the air, make it spin, and it creeps on the outside and it spins in the middle.
Oh yeah. I'm just not that determined. Yeah. I just want to do the leg joint. You know what I mean? I think I can get that in my lifetime. You said what? Doing the leg thing.
Yeah.
And
you didn't accomplish that when you went out?
I didn't try to because there's too many people around there. I didn't want to get off balance and slip and fall in front of everybody.
That's why I never did it.
Yeah. So when everybody left, I feel like doing it, but at that point, I was like, I still don't. Yeah, I'm actually performing fairly well at this point. So I was like, let me just keep to what I'm doing.
That makes sense. I thought that I was gonna suck the last time that I bowled, but it turned out to be pretty well.
Yeah. So I mean, did I do great? No, of course not. But I did better than I thought I would.
That's a win.
Yeah, I hit like 3 spares in a row.
Oh,
yeah.
For sure. Was that the only thing you did?
I did hit strikes, but I'm just saying, like, you can hit a strike and be lucky. You know what I mean? But hitting 3 spares in a row is like actually doing something.
Yeah.
Because you knocked down all the pins 3 times in a row.
You were clearly very proud about it.
Yeah. I feel like that was somewhat impressive because it was no longer, it's not lucky. You know what I mean? It's like shows like, okay, you straight.
He's doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just y'all?
That went, but there's of course people at the bowling alley.
Which one did y'all go to?
There's one in Franklin.
Okay.
Which is like 30 minutes away. I don't know why we went to that one, but
was it bigger? Like better?
Who knows? I couldn't tell you why. I didn't choose this.
I'm saying you went to the other one that's closer. So what was it?
No,
better?
We could. No, I'm just saying I didn't choose the bowling alley. So I don't think it was any better than any bowling alleys we've been to before. Maybe the food was cool, but it was probably like a social media thing is what drove the decision. But we could easily just went one closer nearby, and it would have made more sense too, and probably would have saved a little bit of money too.
Yeah,
but
they had the neon lights.
Possibly. Yeah. But I was watching the NCAA basketball tournament, which is March Madness.
Right.
Yeah. So of course that's still going on, and it was UT playing. So Excuse me.
That's dope.
So I was happy about that. Yeah, see them win. So that was the book of my weekend.
That's what's up. Did you hear what else happened over the weekend?
What is that?
Sauce Walka got shot.
Oh yeah. In Memphis.
Say So P, I think is his name.
Did you know who Say So P was?
No, never even heard of him.
Yeah, I have to look more into it because they was talking about it being a hit on them.
It was absolutely a hit on him.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, just from this is speculation, so I don't know if this is true or not. But it's being said that through some manager that the Say So P dude actually like ran off with 200,000 from somebody, and they just got his ass. And they were going to shoot Sauce Walka, but I guess they realized, one, he didn't have anything to do with him, and two, I guess just spared him.
Yeah,
for real, and maybe have realized that who it was.
Yeah, that's I heard that. Like, hey, he realized who Sauce Walka was. Like, I ain't gonna kill you.
Yeah, and stood over him and everything. That's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't, but okay, because I saw the video of dude's death.
Yeah,
but I didn't see like anything outside of that, like somebody standing over them or somebody shooting him, because they said it happened outside the FedEx Forum.
Yeah, around that area,
which is insane. You know, yeah, because the FedEx Forum is, I'm sure, well protected.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what they were saying, that that type of stuff doesn't happen over there. But I mean,
does it? From you being from Memphis, what would you say?
I don't remember the last time.
Yeah,
I really was there was shit before college for real.
But I'm just saying, the area or not really.
I don't really remember it. I just remember the FedEx Forum. But I mean, I don't know. Anywhere in Memphis, it's always, to me, seems like it can go down anywhere.
Yeah.
So if somebody looking for you, it's wherever you at.
But he's not from, Say So P's not from Memphis.
He's not?
I'm asking.
I don't know.
Yeah. He ran out for 200,000?
And then came back. I think it was... That's what I heard. He ran out for 200,000. I don't know what deal that was or where it came from, but that's what's being said right now, or that's the information that's like kind of leaking out. But it was clearly targeted. Like they just pulled up, shot him, and kept going. They ain't try to. I don't think they tried to rob him or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I got from it. So, and then Sauce Walka, he was like, basically, I don't know what the word for it is, but he was just, for lack of a better term, like boasting, like, yeah, this happens all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And so if you're going by that, if I'm going by that understanding of how dude died, he ran out with the 200,000. If I'm Sauce Walka, well, outside looking in, I'm not mad at Sauce Walka for doing that.
Doing what?
The boasting thing. The reason why I say that, because because I've seen that, and people are like, he should be mourning his artist. You could have got me killed.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like, you literally got me shot. Yeah. By your actions.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, so I wasn't saying like that. I was saying more so like.
I'm speaking for people who, I'm not saying your situation, what you brought up. I'm speaking for people who talk about in the comments and stuff. Yeah, it's like, no, yeah, I'm going to, use it for clout.
He definitely was like, he definitely showed the energy of not being mad about the situation at all. Just like, hey, it is what it is type thing. Yeah. Just like, yo, RIP, da-da-da-da. He definitely did not look fucked up at all about it. Which, this is not funny. But,
because he spared his life. It's like, thank God. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I appreciate you looking out for not killing me.
Right.
Yeah. Because, didn't Sauce Walka kill somebody on the streets?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody did something. I don't know if they pressed him or tried to rob him or something. And then some dude lost his life over it. That's just like one thing that we know, of course. But that like hit the internet maybe 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, like, and I'm gonna just say, Sauce Walka is highly intelligent, but it's not all the way there.
You don't think so?
I think you can say that about a lot of people too. Like yeah. Like is his when it comes to that, it's like his mind ain't right.
You think so? I feel like this is evolved since the first time I kind of like knew about him.
Yeah, I like it's not like Chris Rock has Asperger's. You know what that is? It's like burgers with an ass. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
No. It's what that means is like he's. I'm saying I'm gonna say it wrong, but some people will be able to follow me. He's not able to like read emotion well, like to. He's not able to tell that you're upset by your body language, type of thing.
You seen him argue or something with somebody?
That's what he said. That's what he says. He said he has Asperger's, so it's like a spectrum, like autistic thing, to where they're not able to read the body language of you. Like if he says something and you're perturbed and that upsets you, he wouldn't really be able to notice.
Asperger's?
You're saying it like that, but it sounds.
That's what I heard you say.
Yeah, like, I definitely said it. He said it, but I'm just saying it. I said Asperger's, but when you pronounce it, all the syllables, it sounds a lot wilder than it is. You'll have to look it up whenever you got time.
Okay.
yeah.
That all right. I thought it was a joke.
But I'm going somewhere. No. I'm going somewhere with this.
It's like Asperger's.
Yeah. No. That's like a syndrome, whatever.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that he is still highly intelligent, but his mind ain't all the way there. Yeah. So I'm not trying to say that as a slight, like he dumb.
Yeah.
Like Sauce Walka is dumb. I'm just saying something ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just for him to go through that, you know what I mean, and just through the midst of it, it's like you can clearly tell something ain't all the way right. Yeah. Whether that's autism or whatever, it's like, okay, there's something there that's missing. Yeah, that a normal human has. Yeah, I don't know if that comes through life experience to where your mind is hardened. But yeah. Or it's just all an act. You know what I mean? It could be. Yeah, me neither. Yeah. So it's either one of the two.
Rhyme. He speaks in rhyme.
Yeah, I mean he's very talented. I love his music, but yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just noticing something.
No, I don't know if I picked up on it, but he. I really don't know too much about him, to be honest. I used to listen to him when I first got on to him years ago. And then after that, I kind of like fizzled out. So the only thing that I really see from him usually is when shit happens. Or like, he's online doing something or saying something about sport, or the dude that got shot. Yeah, then that's usually when I hear something about him. But no, other than that, I don't really hear too much.
Yeah.
I do like his music though.
Yeah, I think he's very highly talented and intelligent.
Yeah. Do you have Asperger's?
No, I don't have Asperger's. I'm able to read people's body language and tell if I upset them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was too funny.
Yeah. That actually was hilarious. More than what it was. Should have been.
Yeah. I thought it was a joke because we were talking about Chris Rock. So I was like, oh, he said a joke about
yeah, I got you. No, I was just saying to what came to mind. Yeah. To say, hey, yeah, Chris Rock is very normal, but he does have this thing. And I was saying Sauce Walka has something that hardened his mind to where that very much reality, you could have died. I understand that you live from that, but there's a blessing in that I am able to see another day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's probably why he's so hyped. He's just like, damn, this shit could have been over.
Yeah. And I mean, and then like I said, I would be mad at Say Soapy.
Yeah.
But that'll be hard to do. Like he died for his actions, but you very much could have got me killed. Yes. So I don't know if I would be mad because I did live. I don't know. I'll be going through a different emotions than doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This ain't nothing. Daddy, how many times your house got shot? 45. My daddy house got shot 45 times. I'm like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, why are you celebrating that?
Yeah, but Either way, I think he's just happy that he's alive.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, hey, killer had a conscience. If the claim,
that was crazy.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna kill you.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because usually it's YNs, and it ain't no thinking.
Yeah.
So to do that, that's actually love for real.
Yeah.
Like he could have just said, "Fuck you and everybody you with."
Yeah. And then he was very much going to stand over and kill him. And so if it had been me or you, he would have killed us.
Because we ain't got no records out,
huh?
Because we don't got no records out.
Yeah. I mean, if we ain't a familiar face, like I like your music.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. This is different. It's different. We in a different era.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I would say that. I mean, there's always contract killers. But they pull up real quick. I don't know how they found them. I'm sure it was they was looking though.
They always find them.
Yeah.
And they always find the killers too. I mean, it's like it's usually like a split second thing, but over the past, I don't know, maybe 7 to 10 years, anybody who wasn't just somebody random on the street, it's like they always find these people. Like anybody. So it's just weird to me that this stuff isn't like calming down. Again, a nigga run out with 200,000, you kind of asking for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you kind of asking for that one.
If that's the truth.
If that's the truth.
Yeah. Because I mean, 200 to give somebody 200,000 says something. Like you don't just give nobody 200,000 to move weight. You gotta earn. You gotta build up to that.
Yeah.
And so if you're building up to that, you very much have a relationship with the people you messing with, and you know they ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
So his mind clearly ain't right if he playing them games.
Yeah. I'm like, how could you even? Well, I know. We don't know what happened.
And I don't live in that world either.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just clearly speculating.
No, same. But that's just crazy how that happens. But it's always like that. Everybody who's always killed, who's like a rapper, they always find a gunman. Like every time.
Yeah, because they found what's that Yellow Beezy dude? And
you saw that?
I didn't even know that was beef.
They was beefing.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because Mo 3 died.
That's
a while
on me,
ago.
baby.
Yeah.
Like him? Like what the fuck? And then I started typing it up. I'm like, damn, they did have a beef or something going on, and he just sent out that. Like they always find it. Dirk sent off people.
Yeah.
They always do.
But that took a very long time to find all that.
I'm saying it was a very long time, or you find this nigga the next day, like Eric Holder or whatever.
I mean, he was very much. That was not coordinated at all.
Yeah. But I'm just, I don't understand. I guess nobody's just thinking. Nobody's just thinking like in those moments. So what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna be surprised if they find these people. Like it always seems like they're found. Yeah,
even it's finding people. Is Big U on the run, or is he locked up?
Yeah, he no, he should be locked up. He should be locked up with no. He wasn't. He was the one that wasn't found, right?
Yeah.
It was 3 of them they were looking for.
Yeah.
They got Brick Baby, some dude.
Oh, I didn't know if Brick Baby was a part of that.
I think on some Rico shit.
Yeah.
They got Brick Baby. They got some other dude, and I think they were looking for Big U. But Big U had somebody's son living with him, and that boy died, and the police kept trying to come up to him and like say, we need your DNA, and he's like, nah. So I guess he already knew something was about to happen or come down, and then it found out later that under the boy's fingernails was actually Big U's DNA.
Okay, and how old is the boy?
The boy, he was a high school.
Okay, because you said the boy like somebody's son. Like, is he a child? Like, is he 7 years old?
Right, my bad. But he was, I think, his son's friend.
Okay,
something like that. Just like something like that. But he ended up dying. I think either there or something happened. But he wasn't responding to people that was trying to get his DNA, and it come to find out his DNA was under the boy's fingernails, the dead boy's fingernail.
Yeah, and I guess a small because there's a lot going on with this case that I'm not familiar with. But what I did see was him, charging people to check in.
Right, and said something about that with like Nipsey.
I can't remember that, but I'm just saying charging people like rappers, basketball players.
No, I'm saying like 3 days before Nipsey died, I saw a clip and it started with that. Now again, this is all like speculation, but as I was scrolling, I saw a post and it said that he does that he charges people like for coming into the city and you got to check in with him, or you don't know. And there's 2 points I want to make, but the first one was Nipsey was shooting some music video where DJ Khaled was a part of it, and they had to move sets. They had to move like where they were at because I think it was people pressing them or something like that, because like maybe DJ Khaled or somebody didn't check in, and that was 3 days before he died. And there's this dude named, start with an L, I don't know his name, but he said that Big U, which clearly was his boy, because he had another story about him and Big U sitting down at the Roscoe's where PNB Rock got shot at.
Damn, this nigga, the serial killer overlord.
I don't know, bro. But the dude that started with an L, his name, he said that Big U called him one day and said Nipsey got shot. And he's like, damn. And then he called Nipsey and Nipsey answered. And then he was just like kind of confused. And then he didn't even worry about it. He was just like, maybe he got him mixed up with somebody else or some bad information, whatever. 30 minutes later, Nipsey died. How'd that happen? So that's
wild.
Yeah, that's something that's out there. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
But that's something that I read on. And then the second thing was supposedly they were at, this just sounds crazy now, but supposedly the guy that started with an L and Big U was at the Roscoe's when PNB Rock was there. And I guess the dude tried to press him or something to give him his chain, and the dude that started with an L, he was like, what PNB should have did was just give him the chain. We could have got the chain back. We know everybody. We all he had to do was check in, basically. And I guess he wasn't like trying to give him the chain or whatever, and then he got shot.
From what I understood of the situation, he just shot him and took the chain off of him.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought I heard at first.
Yeah. He didn't really wasn't much talk about giving up. I don't know, but then again, that was all of what I heard, and because we talked about it in the old podcast, and I was like, what broke my heart about the situation that people was just recording, watch this man squirm for his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was just so hard. It's like, bruh, this is this man's last death. Nobody tried to comfort this man, like let him know it's gonna be okay. Put their hand on his chest to stop the bleeding or anything. They just kind of, like, dang. You got so many people around you, but you dying alone, and that just kind of broke my heart. Yeah, to see.
That's I don't know what that is. That's I don't know what I would do. I've never seen anybody get killed, but like I don't know how I would react. But it's definitely not pulling out my phone.
Yeah, there's one time I was driving. I was doing an Uber ride, and I think I was either picking somebody up or just finished dropping somebody off. And this guy, he was laying on the ground outside his vehicle, and in the so you have one lane each way. So one car is going this way, the other car. Then you have that middle section, that's yellow line. His car was in the front, and he's behind it, just laying down bleeding. So I'm thinking this man's like literally his shirt's off, he's bleeding down from his nose and it's hitting his chest. I'm thinking this man dying. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I see it. I hop out the car and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to like hold his neck because it's just so much blood and like stop him from like trying to stop his blood from flowing down. And then I was like, bro, you straight? You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm running up to him. And he's like, man, I'm good. I just, cussed this woman out I think he's like, I spit in this woman's face and his boyfriend and her boyfriend got out and punched me. And I just act like I passed out. I was like, oh, well, you kind of got that one. Yeah. You deserve that. Okay, I was just making sure you're straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too funny. No, I don't think I would have remembered, but I don't think I've ever like seen anything crazy. Maybe once, but it was like a car wreck or some shit. And it was dark, and I didn't know if it was a body or not, which it probably was a body if I was thinking about it. But
damn.
But no,
you hit the rush hour.
What?
He did.
He ain't gonna be rush hour 3. No, I don't really remember what I saw. So it was very fast. It was like a blink of an eye, and I couldn't see it. But it was an ambulance and all that stuff there, though.
I got you.
Yeah, so they was all there.
You covering your hands to make it seem like you ain't an asshole.
Oh, right.
Yeah. There was people around. Yeah.
Let me not engage.
Yeah.
Nah, it was. I've never been in the instance of things happening. Just more so like you hear somebody died, or somebody got shot up the street, or another school, or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, man, there'd be really dangerous people for real. Yeah, like, dang, he got movement in the city like that.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm wondering how you even build that.
Well, it sounds. I don't know if he making money for the gang, because like outside of drugs, how's the gangs really making money?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it got to be like different types of situation to where you charging people to check in, maybe charging for protection. I forgot the word I'm looking for, to where you taxing the company businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blanking on the word, but yeah. So there's a lot of little ways that you can make money, and all of it's criminal. So that adds up.
Yeah, I never thought about people paying a fee to check in. I thought checking in was like you just talk to somebody. Yeah,
like respect. But he's like, nah, respect don't make me money. So yeah, that's 10,000.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just to give it. It's like, dang, how many people I got to check in the city?
Right.
Yeah, it's like whatever I'm doing gotta make me a lot. You know what I mean? Because charging 10% just to be here is just too much.
That is wild. I've heard a lot about that.
Or you'll die. Like, that's just.
I heard that a lot about LA. I've seen it once with the baby in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Off a random video shoot, but it looked like it was just a random dude up the street. That stayed up the street.
Yeah.
It's like, you ain't check in. I was like, who are you?
Yeah. He's like, if you would have came to me, I could have hollered at you. You know what I mean? But this ain't the way we're gonna do it.
Yeah. That's wild. I don't want none of that energy around.
Yeah. Glad that I'm just a civilian. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because all that's just too much. Yeah. There's just peace of mind in what you do on a day-to-day basis. And I hate to constantly be looking over my shoulder.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was I remember when it was like when 6ix9ine first got out and he was going on those rants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be, it'll be hilarious, but he'll always, he'll be talking to somebody on that phone, but he'll always kind of look out the window to make sure to see if anybody's around.
Yep.
That's very much the worst way to live.
That
you like crazy. A deer, like any movement. You moving from left to right. You hear anything?
Yeah.
Like that is just the worst way to live.
I've seen it. I've seen a video again. Like, it was hilarious with a couple of moments, but he would be like, he's on O Block or somewhere where, everybody's an op to him, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
But he was somewhere that he wasn't supposed to be, and he had recorded like a 10-second clip of him downtown or in the street and it was like 2 a.m. or some shit. And I think he had Charlemagne, or it was some interview. And then he was like, "How long was you out there?" He was like, "For that 10 seconds." And I left. I left the whole city. I'm like, why are you playing with your own life like this? Like, these people are definitely looking for your ass as soon as that shit uploaded. But no, it's just funny. I don't know why. I don't know why people do that or like not care that much. Because even if, let's say that the information that came out was right about Say So P, like that day, he was in a Sprinter van with Sauce Walka, and he was just like, yeah, you know, most rappers, these niggas don't want to come to Memphis. Yeah, no, they don't want to come to Memphis.
He said that?
Yeah. Oh. That was the day before he got shot.
Was he a white man? Or he just light skinned?
I doubt it. He looked like he... Okay. He looked black or Puerto Rican or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what he is.
But he said that you don't want to come to Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, he was just saying like all these other rappers are scared to come to Memphis. And then all that happened. And I'm like, damn, if you actually did something and ran off, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do people feel like they are untouchable?
That's just a lack of thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that what are the odds that these people are going to find me at this moment? Yeah. It's just he sounds like a young dude.
Yeah, I wonder how old he was.
Yeah. But I mean,
I never heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P.
We can get on some lighter news. Yeah. Death and crime and war and yeah, there's a lot of things that's going on. But
speaking of lighter, did you see the astronauts when they came back?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see, but I heard about it.
They just look like they're disintegrating.
I mean, I think that has something to do with your bones while you're in, like when you don't have gravity, you don't have that pressure. Yeah, I think it has something to do with that. On top of them, what are they eating for real? Like they can't be having. I'm sure they're getting the nutrients from something, but it's not like high caloric. You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking like that was 90 days. Or was it 90 days?
9 months.
Okay, 9 months.
Yeah.
Totally different. But that's 9 months, and it did all that. I mean, they look like they aged 15 years. I watch a lot of sci-fi movies. All them motherfuckers is lying. They be in space forever in these movies. 9 months almost killed them. Yeah. You could just see it on them. You know, it's just like I could have sworn that somebody was in space for a long time. Like I thought that it was maybe this is is this the longest anybody's ever been in space?
I don't know, but also I don't think they were equipped to have the, like, I think they were only supposed to be there for a couple of days type of thing. Yeah. So they may have had the food, but they didn't necessarily have like things to work out. You know, like they didn't have all the things to keep them healthy.
Yeah, that's. I don't see the point of going into space. It's just like it changes everything, like in your body. Yeah. So like the blood flow goes down to your feet and all that shit because of gravity, I guess. And then you don't have that. They said you lose. You can lose like, or your vision can be fucked up, and because the fluids are, I don't know, they go more to your head. Something's different.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta love what you do, and I mean, saying you're an astronaut and saying you're doing something that so many few people get to do. Yeah. So it's like a prestige type of job that even though that happened, you still gonna see the next motherfuckers going up there. Yeah. But you know they trying to do like space travel as a tour thing.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. I barely like flying.
Like why? Yeah, I'm cool on that. Like, I'm never that adventurous. I'm not even bungee jumping. No. I'm not jumping from an airplane.
I'm not. A lot of people, I'm surprised you say that because a lot of people, I hear they do want to do that once. Like, yeah, I would love to skydive.
Because they don't got enough to care about.
Mm.
Like, it's like, yeah, if you skydiving, if you're taking that risk, then you need more to do. Just for real. Like, why do I need to do that for real?
I mean, it's exhilarating. It's the people feel alive.
I feel alive right now. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, that is some crazy shit.
It's when I'm spending money to hope to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the best outcome is you living.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I'm definitely not there. Is the mic on? Is mine on?
I think so. Yeah.
You can see it go up and down?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I can't see it from over here. It looks like it's the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're good. But yeah, so I'm happy to see them come home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that has to be like, I mean, you ain't around family. She ain't the cutest girl in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you gotta be loyal for that 9 months if you got a family. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not. It'll be easier if she was, of course, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just being real. Yeah, and you were single, of course. Yeah. But now that it's like yeah. But I'm sure y'all got to be like best friends, or have literally or hate each other. But at some point you got to come together.
Oh my God, that is a long ass time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just minor technical difficulties. We're back on there. Yeah. But yeah, to put a pin on it, yeah, the astronaut stuff is, yeah, she wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
For sure.
No, I'm going to stick to my movies. And,
yeah, play an astronaut.
Yeah, play an astronaut. That shit was. I just watched the movie. Bro was in space for like years. I'm like, how? These niggas would have.
And then he's like,
"Hello,
no. Yeah,
are you there?
I can tell you how. I wasn't actually in space."
Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, but no. But what about the Breakfast Club though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's so funny?
I don't know.
Yeah. Just the tradition was kind of whack.
No.
Okay.
I just started thinking about you kicking your stuff.
I am,
but I thought that I just thought about it all, and I'm like, I just wonder what's gonna happen. But so basically, what? Just hilarious.
Yeah, Just Hilarious called the Breakfast Club out and said, they're behaving like a high school, and she's dissatisfied. And she's taking out on Lauren LaRosa.
Did she take it out on her?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I thought she just like was kind of going off on everybody.
So not on the tennis. So she made an IG live and she was pretty much discussing issues on the Breakfast Club because she's getting a lot of feedback online and negative feedback, telling how poor she's performing and how they like Lauren over her. And then, she's also getting killed, or I'll say critiqued by Corey Holcomb very negatively. I don't know if you see any of his comments, but they are funny. But nonetheless, if I were her, I could feel away from it.
Yeah.
Then not only that, her and DJ Academics have bad blood, and he's coming on Twitter like, hey, Shawty on here, Lauren LaRosa, is, she killing you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't hold a candle to her. And the bottom line is they are right for feeling that way because she actually is better for the Breakfast Club than Just Hilarious. And that's not. And I'm not saying that there's not because Just Hilarious doesn't have a place there. Is that Charlemagne fills in what Just Hilarious provides, like that the comedic factor.
Oh,
is like Charlemagne adds that. So you're kind of like doubling down. Which I'm not saying that she's just in a bad role, but you know what I mean. But what Lauren LaRosa offers is so much more. She you can tell she loves this. So she comes from TMZ. She comes from investigation. She knows to make phone calls like, hey, I'm going to make phone calls to police station. I'm going to use the Breakfast Club's name to kind of clout my way through it, and so they can give me information. I'm going to call the office of Tony Busby to see what type of clarity if they want to make a statement. You know, so she's doing all those things. Because, I mean, she's just using the clout of Breakfast Club to kind of get through, you know, what she needs to make a great investigation and give out a good story. So she just has the experience to do that. And so it just doesn't know how to do none of that stuff, or probably cares to do any of that stuff.
I didn't know that it was like that. I don't want to say it's bad, because I'm pretty sure there's good too, but we're just focusing on the negative right now. But I didn't see a lot of. Well, clearly I don't watch it. I usually just watch clips that's online. So in terms of her and what I've heard about her speaking, all this stuff, I never saw any of that.
You talking about like her reading?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was like that big of a deal. Compared to, it was just times that Just Hilarious, before Lauren got there, she'll read the headline like, Kanye West went on rant again. I don't care about this. Like she'll just quickly go over it without really giving much commentary on it. And she just picked and choose on the information she liked. So when you do that, you're not going to, what she misses is that's not going to play to the producers in the back well, because they're the one who give me the story and you don't care. So you're saying like, I don't give a shit about what y'all doing. Y'all putting all their hard work and throwing it out the window. So you're very much not going to be played as a team. So when somebody else is offering and investigating and looking at the information and is communicating well with the team, they're going to love her. It's not just what you, even if Jess was killing it, it's one thing if she was like killing it and treated everybody, you know, I'm this is outside looking in. If she treated everybody like shit but she was killing it, like, bruh, you know what? She offers too much for us, so we got to just deal with it, like Michael Jordan. But it's one thing if you're not performing well, you take a leave, and then somebody steps in. It is like a sigh of relief. Yeah, because Lorena, like, it seemed like she was very much on and off the court, like doing well. Like, even telling Jess, it's like, if there's ever a problem, just let me know. We can talk through this.
Right.
You know, we're on the same team type of shit.
Yeah, she said that she was her talent.
It's her talent.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought you might have known, but yeah, I remember.
So you saying when she said, I picked her to take my position?
No, not just saying that. Is it Lauren or Lauren?
I don't know.
All right.
I thought Lauren. It's probably Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they were talking, and she said, you know, you're my talent, so you're always going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. She said that, so I didn't know like in what relation like the flip side of the relationship was.
Yeah.
But
it would be different if, because Lauren LaRosa, she doesn't give what Jess can give. Jess is very much hilarious, literally, no pun. And then she could come off the cup and say some stuff just because that's her comedic factor. But so, you know, Lauren can't really offer that same thing and that same talent. But it's different when it's not like you need that when Charlamagne has that. You know what I mean? It's like,
I do think it's a different type of funny though.
Maybe slightly, but what I'm saying is, it's like, all right, you got a team of 3-point shooters. Somebody needs to rebound, bro. You know what I mean? And somebody needs to facilitate. So if everybody's shooting, there ain't 5 balls. There's only 1.
Yeah. So
you gotta pass the rock. Otherwise, you're all doing the same stuff. So somebody gotta do it different. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, Just Hilarious may add maybe 20% on of comedic, but she ain't giving you that much more to where you need that comedic relief for real. Even when everybody's auditioning, they had a rotation, I was like, this girl is great. I felt like Jess Elaire, this is just my opinion, only got that position because Charlamagne pushed for her to get that position. Not to say she wasn't great or good. I felt like there was a place for her, but there was also better. And Lauren was better. So when Jess took that lead because she was pregnant, everybody was flocking on the internet saying how great she was. Yeah, and that very much takes a toll on anybody.
Yeah.
And then she felt, and this is where I do agree with Jess. It's like, all right, nobody's communicating with me. They're making decisions without me, and I'm getting fed up.
And then she's coming into a situation of it's just not. Almost seems like it's not familiar territory anymore.
Well, you start to fall out of love because you're not feeling love from anybody else. You feel very much isolated, so you're going to go to what you love to do, where you feel the love from.
Yeah.
This is like, you get pushed away from the cool kids, so you go to the kids that are willing to accept you and play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a kind of
go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's how she felt. Not saying that was the right way to feel, but I can feel that. I can understand that.
Now, I wonder what effect that had on everything. That's one of my things that kind of makes me like, whether all this stuff is happening or not, it's just when you do that, that's a different conversation, like from the execs, like in the room, or not in the room at all. Don't even got to meet you, but running a company, it's like kind of not great business, and to see that online. So I hope,
because you're very much shitting on them.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're doing.
Showing up to work the next day and like. Moving on, but like there's now a stain on your name. I think that now they're understanding. One, she's a woman, so it's different when a woman does it versus a man, because you're not going to, as a man, you're not going to have that much grace. I just tried to think about if that ever were to happen. I don't think I've ever seen that happen for real. Where a man flips off on his team. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't. So what happened was, what happens when she's a lady. So it's not like I'm saying it as like a terrible thing, but it's like you see her sad and crying, so you want to console her and try to make changes to make her feel better. But if you're a man, nigga, you're going to be more argumentative. You may be able to see somebody's point, but if they're doing that, you're like, bruh, the last thing you want to do is like abide. You want to console them and make adjustments, even if they're right. You may push back a little bit, but when you see a lady crying, a pretty lady, you want to console her. You want to hold her. It's okay. Let's try to make changes to adjust, and that's kind of how. So that's kind of how it is. And she feels better. Now we all we're good.
I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm wondering, is everything good, or is it just like we patched that up and they like clocked that shit like as soon as it happened and was like, you know what? All right, we're gonna try to figure out a way to move some things around. I did see that the other girl, she just got a new show or something. Maybe it's like a online podcast or something with the Breakfast Club.
You talking about Lauren Lors?
It happened like today.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they very much make adjustments. But it sounds like it's that thing. It's like I'm gonna put this in the back of my mind. Yeah. When it comes to making decisions, it's very much going to be remembered. We may be like, okay, things are better, and apology accepted if there was one. But it's gonna be in the back of my mind. I'm gonna remember that. Yeah, so it's very much those situations, and you can never count out a white person because they're very unforgiving. And so that's
the only thing I'm kind of like, damn. Like now that's out there and that happened, it was a big thing. It was like everywhere. Everybody was posting that shit. So hopefully that don't like ruin anything she had going. But I mean, I just couldn't imagine being a part of it. I would have woke up the next day and be like, I fucked up.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
probably felt that, but you gotta stand on it because a lot of people aren't accountable. So yeah. So she may feel that eternally, but she gonna stand on it because she's not gonna hold herself accountable. Because there's no like, you know what? Like even when she's like, I was mad at Lauren, but I remember you ain't really who I'm mad at. It's these motherfuckers I'm mad at. So you're saying yeah. So it was great for the numbers, because it did boost ratings. Yeah, because it's messy. Yeah, messy is just, you can watch Zeus. We talked about Aaron the plumber. You know what I mean? Yeah, all this is messy. But it's good for ratings, viewership,
I guess you can
eyeballs.
say that for sure. I definitely looked the next day and tried to see even when they were talking to any of the new guests, I was trying to see was there going to be anything said about what just happened. So you got me too. So
it was the number one trending thing on YouTube.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Shit.
So if I think it's just you can only have so many of those. Like as black men, you damn near can't have any.
Yeah.
And you may can get by with one, but you damn sure ain't gonna have two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where it stood on that.
Yeah. No, I haven't really seen that one, man. I don't even. I'm trying to think of something, but usually they fuck up in their own life and then they're fired. Ain't got nothing to do with the show.
Yeah. I'm just saying I can think of situations where people blew up, but I can't. Black men blew up, but they didn't last long. It's not like they stayed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't even think it would get that far.
No.
Like I said, usually they did something that has nothing to do with the job.
Yeah. And they talk about, and the thing about that was just disturbing. They're like y'all, the internet wants y'all to pit two black women against each other. It's like, bruh, is that what we're really doing? It's like that's not what that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they happen to be black women, but you're comparing anybody in those seats. Mm. Yeah, whether they're black, hey, he ain't as good as her. He needs to be moved off that because he's not going to be better for that role. Mm-hmm. And that happens all the time. Even Joe Budden podcast, they talk about his former co-host Rory Maul, and these guys ain't better than him. Mm-hmm. And then not only that. Joe Budden had a podcast where he talked about trade, like who would you trade for who? Like I'll trade you for, the
other podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Members?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's just life. Yeah. This comparison, people are gonna compare who's better than who. Drake versus Kendrick. That's life, bro. Yeah. But that's just kind of all I had. I don't know if you have any final thoughts.
No, I'm trying to see if there's anything else happened this week. I
was talking about that. I mean, I think that was we really caught up, for the week. Yeah, I think.
No, yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, I had last couple kind of relief things to talk about because I really liked how you did that relationship stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was cool to talk about and chill, and I dang, I can really keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can stay on relationship, and I maybe ask you a couple questions.
All right.
Yeah. What are your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables?
Yep. In a relationship.
Disrespect in terms of how women can kind of lose control of themselves, going off on you and shit. Mm. Yeah, I feel like that's a sign that's not gonna work out well.
But I feel like I understand that's going to be upsetting you. Yeah. But when I say non-negotiables, it's we're going to break up.
I have to.
So if she does that once, you breaking up with her.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I think any mistake or whatever, Well, I mean like a violent person. Like you're like violent. Like staying with you is not going to be good for me, like at all. So that's just one thing. So if you just like yell at me one day, and I'm like telling you or have a conversation with you, like, hey, bro, like I can't be with you if you doing that. I can see myself doing that, but yeah. But if it ever got like she get in my face or something like that, like I already know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna have to leave because it ain't ever good for a man at all. Like I feel like even if a girl was all on you and just like and just was some violent ratchet creature and you just like push her off of you still in the wrong. So it's like I feel like that'll never go right. I feel like that's dangerous to be with a woman like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
If you're not willing to go to church with me, I don't think that's in marriage. But if I'm very much dating to marry. So right. So it's like I'm not going to really pursue you much further than that if you're don't have like religious values like mine.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not considerate.
Yeah. That takes time to see that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Rude. Yeah. Like I don't like off-putting people. Like I see a lot of women, not majority, not all, but there's a lot of them who are like you got to make them happy in order. Like you know what I mean? Like they just like have a resting bitch face attached to them, and you got to like make them feel better. You know what I mean? Like you got to play to that in order to get to them. And like, nah, I want somebody who's like has a smile on their face. Like, doesn't have to be life of the party, but it's easy to talk to. Doesn't feel like I have to get to a barrier to get to know them. But like, just willing to meet people.
And we make each other like happier instead of like I have to keep making you happy.
I don't want my person to be like known as a mean girl.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So that's just a non-negotiable if she gets to argue with somebody.
I mean, that's just like saying, hey, I don't want her to be mad. Like that's like, that's just she's human. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one thing. But I'm just saying, it's just like those people that be like the bougie attitude type. It's like, yeah, that's not who I really care to have. I want somebody that's like smiling and love to be like when they see her, they like happy that she's the light of the room. That's what I want. That's not necessarily non-negotiable because I love that for me. Like yeah.
No, energy is definitely infectious.
Exactly.
For real. I have definitely been in situations where that mean girl stuff was like kind of like a thing or whatever. It probably wasn't like drastic, but it was just enough to where like I realized I was gossiping about people eventually, and it's just like, why am I doing? I don't do this.
Yeah, gossiping can be fine.
Huh? It can. But that's what I'm saying though. It's like it'll be something that you don't normally do, or like you want a girl who does this and that, but then like everything starts slow. You know what I'm saying? The exchange of energy, and I don't want to be, going more to what you're saying. It's like if somebody walks by and then it's like that bitch ain't even wearing that right. And then
I don't like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying
she alright.
That'll feed off. Like you'll feed off of that, and eventually you might find yourself like saying something. You think it's funny, and then you don't realize till later, like I wasn't talking about people like this.
Yeah, you're right. I feel you.
So I feel that shit too.
Yeah, okay. Let me phrase this right. So if I think we both agree that having a girl that like girls can be a win. Correct or no?
I think it can. I'd rather. Well, what's the question?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So the question, I guess I didn't really need to ask that to get to the question, was so if she was willing to. I guess this is more of the question I should have asked. Is if she was to allowing you to have a threesome with her and another girl, that would be a win?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if? So if she allowed that, but what if, like, say if you're not around?
See, there we go. So that's
then she's willing to have sex with the other girl. Is that okay?
That's what I'm saying. Usually, like I'm like very just naturally like territorial, just like you're mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want a girl, or I'm not opposed to having a girl that would do that with me, with like having like the threesomes and all this stuff, but I don't want her to like women so much that she would date a woman.
But what I'm saying is,
or fuck on a woman without me there.
Oh, okay. You so even though she's like, hey, we had sex while you was there, what's the difference if we just have sex on our own?
The type of women that I pick, she wouldn't even say that. Or if she did, she knew like that don't even make sense. Because if I have sex with this girl and you're not there, then now that's probably like cheating.
But I'm asking you before I do it. Is her response like, hey, can I have sex with this girl? Because we already had sex with her. So what's the difference if I do it a solo because you're out of town or filming a movie?
I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna feel some type of way. Just because you even asked me that.
So she came in to ask you.
No, so she can ask me. Okay. But now I know, like, for
that
me,
she wants to do. You don't want her to know that she likes women.
No. I want her to. If I had a woman like that is down to do threesomes, I would want to do that with her. But again, I don't want her to like girls. Like I want her to look at it like, oh, this is a fun time with my man type thing. Not necessarily, oh, my man's gone and I could call her over. Like, to me, that's still like, in a way, it's kind of like cheating, I feel like.
She's saying I'm loyal, but since I've already had sex with her, I'm going to ask to see if it's okay. So she's getting your permission. So she's not cheating. She's asking you. And your response is, no, I'm going to be jealous.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, probably. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Because I feel like I don't like anybody having nothing over me.
Over you? What does that mean?
Over me as in, like, I don't want this girl to be like, yeah, I just fucked on.
But you gave permission. So how's she gonna have that over you if you're the one who gave it the okay? Like, yeah, how you putting that over me? Like I said that was cool. So it's not like you did something out of bounds.
It's just something about it. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about her having an experience with somebody else and I'm not around doesn't sit well with me.
So do you think if she was eating her coochie better than you could have ever did and making her come and squirt, that would have been a problem?
That would have been a problem?
I'm asking like while you're in the threesome.
Wow, in the threesome?
Yeah.
Oh, she's doing all that?
Yeah, the third party.
I'm gonna feel something.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna feel something. Okay. Like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Like, she gonna be thinking about this when we leave here. We both gonna be thinking about this in two different ways.
So you just want to stick your dick in both of them and just win that way. And you just want them to kiss a little bit the threesome is all about you. It sounds like.
No, I'm saying we can do that, but you just made it seem like I ain't shit in this. I'm just damn near sitting on the wall or something, and they just in here going crazy.
Yeah, they warming up. They kiss each other. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, and start warming up the position and getting hot and ready for you.
And that's fine. But you saying she just like, by the time I get in here, my girl done.
What if you nutted and they didn't? So you got to get up again.
Okay.
So they should stop and pause.
No.
Okay then. So what if that happens and
you just said if this girl has got my girl going absolutely insane, crazy, am I gonna feel anything? Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you gonna be like, nah.
I'm gonna let it play out, and then I'm gonna sit in the car like that rock meme, and I'm gonna really be like thinking about this whole thing.
So threesomes really ain't for you then?
You said threesome? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they not. I don't know. I just don't. I feel like I could have fun with my girl in a threesome. I feel like I could definitely do that. Mm-hmm. I just don't want her to like girls. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not here and she at the club or at the strip club or something, and then she got a few drinks and now she making out with this stripper or some shit, I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Yeah, but I mean,
because that means you like girls.
But women like niggas. So what's that got? You know what I mean? Yeah, what that got to do with? Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that I wouldn't have an issue with the threesome, but if you like actually like girls enough to like fuck on them when I'm not there, or actually kind of like this girl, then that kind of like takes it out for me.
Okay. My last question. Which would you rather have your girl do? Cheat on you with the girl or cheat on you with the man?
I mean, I feel like with a girl.
Okay, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because you talked about liking. Yeah. Like I want my girl to like girls because you know she could be at it and if she fancy this one chick, it's like she like niggas, so she could fancy a nigga and you not be around and cheat.
Yeah, if we talking about cheating, sure.
yeah, I'm
saying we.
But you said like girls. I was like, yeah, but she could also like niggas.
I'm just saying it would change something for me, like in a threesome, because it's like even if that girl that we having a threesome with likes women and she likes my woman, I feel like I don't know. It's all cool until I'm like very in love with a woman. Because once I'm in love with a woman, it's like I don't want any type of energy being like outside of us. If it has something to do with like liking somebody or loving somebody or wanting to, you so attracted to somebody you want to fuck them and all this type of shit. You know, I'd rather do that with my girl, but like some just don't sit right. Some just don't sit right. You know, I've had two types of women before. I've never had a threesome, but I've had two types of women before, and it's one who doesn't like girls at all. Period. Anytime they get hit on, they don't even know what's going on. Like their mind's not even there. Never had to worry about that type of thing. I had another girl who was down to do threesomes, but we didn't last long enough for that to happen. So, but she kind of liked girls, and it always made me kind of feel a little weird with her being with her own environment and shit, and it's usually around a bunch of pretty women in clubs and like this and that. And I would think in the back of my head, like, damn, I wonder what. But that's some shit I never had to wonder about with the girl doing a three, because I thought being with somebody that's willing to do threesomes and shit was like great, but I didn't know that it came with that side. Like for me. Yeah. So I realized that there's definitely, for me, it all literally boils down to being in love with a woman. Like if I like a girl, then like it's whatever.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, of course I'm gonna take a threesome if I don't care for y'all like that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can scream and holler all you want to. Yeah.
Do that. Shit, I could leave. You could fuck. You could do whatever. But when it comes to me being in love with you, I automatically think of you as like a potential wife. I don't just be like making girls my girlfriend just cause. So yeah, when that shit is all in play, then it kind of changes a little bit of that for me. Yeah.
That's that. I got you. Yeah. Well, I think we got good wrapping up. That was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, that was dope. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, this is look at me. This is Two for the Culture. We'll be back with another episode.
All right.
Yeah.